Hey there, this is me, Mohammad Vamik, and now we are going to continue our lecture for the objective L3. And we are discussing the chapter database, and this is going to be the L3 component of today's class. So, if I move on to this area, as you can see right here, this is your chapter number 9, database computer sciences 0478. And what are going to be the objectives of today's class? That is going to be that we are going to understand the purpose of a primary key and identify a suitable primary key for a given table database. This is going to be a component for today's lecture, and we are going to discuss in detail that what is a primary key. So, as far as the starters are concerned for the chapter, like on the table created, we can definitely add same records more than once. If yes, why is that? So, is that good or bad? What can be done to prevent it? If no, that what can you do to prevent this? So, this is basically a question, right? Like, for example, if you are working on to a database and you have within to that database, you have tables created. So, into those tables, uh, on the table created, can one add same record more than once, right? Like for example, if I gave you an example of the database of a school, the database of the school has tables related to that. So what do you think if I have some records that are being repeated again and again? So what is going to be what is going to be the case then? So you need to reply me right here that, for example, if you think yes, if it is good, then why it is, and just in case if it is not good, then why is that and what you can do to prevent that. I'm repeating it back again. I just mean that if you have some data of database and that is being repeated again and again, so what do you think, is it good or bad? So for your brainstorming, I'm giving you 3 minutes so that you can think on to that. And I will be repeating the question back again for all of you so that it's quite understandable to you. The question is that, for example, if you are working with a database and you have records, so if there are same records added, so what do you think? Is it good or bad? If it is good, then what is the reason? And if it is bad, what is the reason? How you can prevent this? Okay, so I hope that you guys have your brainstorming ready. So if I continue with this, the discussion with the primary key. So right here, first of all, we need to understand the purpose of a primary key, and we need to identify a suitable primary key for a given tool. So when I discuss about your primary key, you need to understand that the primary key basically means a unique key. It means a key that is unique. It means an area which can uniquely segregate your data. For example, if I have a number of students right in front of me, so they are going to be segregated, right? Like for example, student 1, student 2, student 3, student 4. So if I have 4 students in a row, that means that this is a segregation of to that. So this is basically to be known as a unique key, and basically I need a unique key because it segregates my data, it makes it unique one. So some of the fields name are like if you can see that, you can see the field name right here. This is a customer ID. If I zoom it little for you, this is a customer ID, this is a customer name, and this is address. So I believe that customer name and addresses can be same, but a customer ID can never be same. Every customer is given a unique number, and that is your primary key. For example, in this example, you can see that you have field names and you have data types. So field names is right here. You have student number, student name, date of birth, address, postal code. So what is going to be a unique key is going to be a student number that is going to be different in all of the areas, all of the records. So what is a primary key? A primary key is basically a unique key. A primary key is basically a field in a database that uniquely identifies a record. So perhaps if you have a unique key, the specialty of that unique key is that it uniquely identifies a record. And what is a field? A field that is primary key must contain data values that are never repeated in the table. Yes, they should never be repeated. They should be unique. Some of the examples are ISBN. ISBN basically stands for it's just give me a moment. I think it's to be known as an ISBN, a book number or something. So, oh yes, ISBN is to be known as the International Standard Book Number. ISBN is known as International International Standard Book Number. So this is going to be unique. So since this is an example of a primary key, the person ID is also going to be unique student number and can be an auto number. As auto number means that the number that is being automatically generated. So I have an activity right here as well. Or okay, so I'll be uploading this activity into this your activity area so that you guys can complete that. In this question, you need to write down 4 data types that describe each data type and give an example of a field where it be a suitable choice. You can do it, and you can also complete question number 2. So this is it for the third area. And the third area we have discussed in today's class. What is the purpose of a primary key? The purpose is that to segregate your data completely. Segregation means that to make it a unique, so that you would know that this is your unique ID. You can basically categorize that out, and you can even identify a suitable primary key for a given data table database. How are you going to do that? You are going to check that if you have a unique key, so that is going to be your primary key. So I hope this lecture is clear to you as well. Best of luck, and please feel free to ask if you have any queries. I'm here to help. I'm here to facilitate. Thank you so much, everyone.